Good morning, family members. Good morning, friends. Welcome to the Nobles Talk Show. It is a beautiful morning. It's a wonderful day. It's great being on air today. Today, we're going to talk on a lovely topic. And before we go into this topic, I would love to encourage those that feel depressed and those that feel things are not going the way they wanted. But God is still on the throne. Our God is still faithful. Remember, He's a God that is always on time and He never fails. So don't give up, because God is not giving up on you. He's still working behind the scenes on your behalf. Keep trusting Him, and things will definitely turn around for your good. Today we're going to talk on the topic, what kind of information you consume. Information, it's a very important part of every human's life. Informations are so powerful, so much so that it shapes your understanding of the world. It influences the decisions you make. It impacts your emotions and directly affects your well-being. So it is very crucial to the mindset of every human being. So the quality of information you get determines the quality of your life. So it is very important that we consume the right information. It is very, very important. As parents, it is very important that we dish out the right information to our kids, because it's going to help them grow in the direction that we want them to go. We might think, though they're small, they don't listen. Parents can attest that their 2-year-old sometimes repeat what they said maybe a week ago. But when they were saying it, that kid was playing. He or she was distracted. So it is very important that we give them the right information. So it is very important for us to realize that the kind of information we give to our kids will determine the directions of their lives. It will also help them to relate to their environment. It will also help them in making decisions on what friends to have. And the kind of friends not to have. So parents should be very mindful of the kind of information they give out to their kids, because it's going to shape their perspective about life. It is going to impact their decision making. It's going to have an effect on their mental health, which is very important. This is where depression sets in. Wrong informations affect their mental health. It is so sensitive that we might neglect this little tiny thing, and we come to realize the kind of information we give out led to them being depressed in life. So as parents, be mindful of the things you tell your children. Exposure to negative information can negatively affect the mood and the mental health of our kids. Positive information uplifts the child and builds the mental health for them to approach life in the right direction. Positive information empowers our children to face life in the right direction. Positive information enables our kids to navigate life with less stress. We live in a generation where information is being dished out on social media in a way that they don't care who consumes it. But if you as a parent has laid the right foundation from the beginning, these kids will be stepping on this foundation like a solid rock that cannot be moved. No wonder the Bible says in Proverbs 22, say, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he or she is old, he will not depart from it. That is how important the information you give to your child is. Teach them the right things they need to know. Because if you don't, some other person is going to teach them what you never wanted them to learn. That is the information they consume will impact them. It will make them grow in another direction instead of them growing in this direction. So parents, be mindful. Don't be a workaholic and you care less about your kids. Because if you don't care, some other person will care for them. And if unfortunately who cares for them, it's the wrong person, trust me, your kids are going to go in the wrong direction and you will have a miserable life. You will end up blaming the kids, but it all began when you neglected the kind of information they needed to have in order to navigate this life. So parents, teach them what they need to know in order for them to succeed in this life that is so tough. Like, share, and subscribe. It is the Nobles Talk Show. You know, I've spoken much about the kids. As adults, information too is very important. It is very vital. I can remember some years back when people travel abroad, the first information they get is, hey, nursing is the thing that pays. So everybody needs to be a nurse in order to make money. That was an information. And trust me, people that didn't do science, those that did science, all of them had the mentality of becoming a nurse. And once they traveled abroad, they started to become nurses. There were other jobs around that pay maybe more better than the nurse. But because of the information they got at that point in time, their minds were set to become nurses. That is how important information is to a human, whether a child or an adult. So as an adult, it's not everything you get that is truth. Make researches about the informations you receive. It is your responsibility as an adult. Because if you get the wrong information, your life will be heading to a wrong direction. If you get the wrong information, you're gone. You have just one life. Sometimes people have just one opportunity for their life to make a 360 turn around. And when you miss it, that season of your life is gone. No wonder the Bible says in Hosea 4:6, say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. For they reject knowledge. Someone will ask, what then is the true information? Research, and you will find out which is the true information. Don't just consume everything. We can all attest that we have some people that will just come to you and tell you that man is a very bad man, that woman is a very bad woman. Don't go towards that person. Don't make that person your friend. The entire time, it was a lie. And some people take it as truth, and they hate someone because some other person hated that person. We consumed the information. We made a decision, and it affected our mental being. And we saw this person as an evil person. It is our responsibility as adults to research, find out if what we've been told is the truth. Then we impact or we make the decisions because it's going to affect us as individuals. Some people make wrong decisions and their lives are going to the opposite direction. Life is like someone traveling in a bus. The decisions you make in life will impact you. How? You might drop somewhere you were not meant to drop, because in that bus of life you consumed the wrong information. Your destination was about 100 kilometers ahead of you. Because you consumed the wrong information, you dropped a mile away, a mile before your the start of your journey. Or if I rephrase it, you stopped a mile after the start of your journey, but you needed 100 kilometers, which means you needed information that would take you to your destination. But because in that bus of life, you listened to so many people, you consumed the wrong information, you dropped before your destination. You did not follow the right information that was meant for you. You rejected knowledge You consumed the wrong information, and you dropped before your destination or your destiny. Everyone in life has a package, and this package is at the end of your destination. For you to get there, you need the right information. Nowadays, we use the GPS. When you put on the address, it tells you how many minutes, how many hours you got to use to get to your destination. The GPS sometimes tells you the shortest route, and it tells you the longest route. But if you don't follow the GPS and you turn it off, you say you want to use your brain, you might not end up where you're supposed to go to. How then do you know that an information is the right one? It is your responsibility as an adult to search, look it up, find out if that which I'm being told is the right information. Because your personal growth depends on the information you consume. Your mental health depends on the information you consume. Some informations are very biased. It is your responsibility to research on what you've been told. Because if you're not researching on it, you receive and consume the wrong information, and it would affect you in one way or the other. So it is very important that we don't just take what we've been told as adults, but we make researches about what we've been told. Find out for yourself, because the decision you will make will either impact you positively or negatively. And we live in a world where social media, it's so powerful. People come on social media to throw whatever information they want. And some people consume it as though it is 100% truth. And this information somehow builds hatred in the hearts of men towards whoever that message was meant. It is not good. So be mindful of what you consume. Be mindful of the people you listen to. Even news outlets don't usually speak the truth. It is a business. So they give out what they want you to hear sometimes, and not what they want you to know. They give out what they need you to know, and not what you need to know. We need to be very careful about what we consume. As adults, when you hear, find out for yourself. Don't just run with what you've been told, because it's going to mislead you. It will change your mindset. It will make you make decisions that might impact you negatively. So be very careful. Information is powerful. It has a mental health impact. Certain informations make people become so depressed. Certain informations make people hate. You know, when you're depressed, life becomes so bitter. When you're depressed, life becomes so useless to you. There is nothing about life that becomes sweet. So we need to be careful because it affects us mentally. Information exposes us to so many things, but you need to know which one to collect and keep, which one to throw away. The only way you can do this as an adult is to find out for yourself. Find out for yourself because it's important. You have just one life to enjoy on planet Earth. But there are so many decisions we make in order to navigate life to get to the destination we want to go to. So it is important that when you're giving the plate of information, you research about these informations. You pick out that which is true and throw away that which is not true, because your life depends on it. Even the Bible says in Hosea 4 verses 6, say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will reject you from serving as my priest. Knowledge is information. And you know, above all, the Bible carries the greatest knowledge. Because the Bible is God. Say, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. Without Him was nothing made that was made. When you get information and you don't understand it, trust me, when you ask God for understanding, He's going to give it to you. And the understanding of God is greater than any kind of understanding. He will pour it on you. That's why He said in Matthew 7:7, ask, and it shall be given unto you. Seek, he shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. When you consume from the world, go back to God. Lord, direct my path, that I might go to the direction where you want me to go, to serve the purpose that you brought me on planet Earth. Our God never fails. Life is like someone traveling in a bus, heading to a particular destination. In that bus, there's so many passengers, everyone with a certain information. If you consume another person's information, you might drop before your destination, and you will not achieve the purpose of why you are on planet Earth. So it is very important that as you are in this bus of life, grab the information that is needed just for you alone. It is true, people help you around, but get just the information that is meant for you, that will enable you get to your destination. Because decisions you make after the information you consume is very important for you to arrive in your destination. Teach your kids, speak into them the right information so that when they grow up, they will not depart from it. Even the world pulls them apart, someday they will remember that indeed my mom, my dad said this to me, and they will return to the direction you wanted them to go. It is very important. The information we consume determines our direction of life. So it is very wise for us to always research on what we consume as adults, and as parents, teach our young ones the right things. God bless you. Do not forget, like, share, also subscribe. Once again, thank you for being on air with me. Thank you for listening to the Nobles Talk Show. Remain blessed. Shalom.